I warn you against shedding blood, indulging in it, and making a habit of it, for blood never sleeps. Saladin. In the past, there were powerful leaders called emperors who achieved a lot in wars, but not many were known for avoiding bloodshed. One exceptional ruler was Saladin, a legendary king who didn't conquer through violence but with kindness. Saladin, whose full name is An-Nasir Salah ad-Din Yusuf ibn Ayyub, was a Kurdish Sunni Muslim. He founded the Ayyubid dynasty and ruled Egypt from 1174 to 1193. Saladin was born in Takrit, Iraq, and his father, Najm ad-Din Ayyub, moved the family to Mosul. While Saladin's father was involved in the military, he sent Saladin and his brother to study politics and war. Saladin's greatest achievement came when he defeated the Crusaders and established the Islamic State in Jerusalem. He united many important Islamic regions and built a successful empire based on his strong religious beliefs. Saladin wasn't just known for his military successes. There are lesser-known aspects of his rule that highlight its effectiveness. Here are the top 10 fascinating facts about Saladin, also known as Yusuf ibn Ayyub. Number 1. A gallant knight. Saladin was a knight known for being kind and generous. It was unusual for a military leader like him to care about the people he conquered. Not many rulers were both generous and powerful, but Saladin was an exception. After taking over Jerusalem, he had the choice to harm Christians as revenge for the Crusaders' actions against Muslims and Jews. Surprisingly, he chose not to harm them. Instead, he allowed Christians, including their armies, to leave safely. He specifically protected women, children, and the elderly, and this act gained him recognition worldwide. Saladin's kindness made him a hero to Muslims, Jews, and Christians, even though one might have expected the Crusader nations to dislike him. Number 2. Diplomacy versus revenge. While Saladin was peacefully ruling in 1175, he faced an attack from a group called the Assassins, led by Rashid ad-Din Sinan. Saladin started to suspect a dangerous plot after several incidents. Once, a poisoned blade was found near his bed while he was sleeping in his tent. Another time, 2 assassins, pretending to be soldiers, stabbed him in the head, causing serious injuries. Saladin's soldiers discovered the assassins' headquarters and threatened to destroy their fort to stop these threats. Taking the warning seriously, a peace deal was proposed. Saladin and Sinan signed a treaty that resulted in good relations between them. Number 3. Conquer them with compassion. European leaders, including Richard the Lionheart, started the Third Crusade against Saladin after losing Jerusalem. Saladin fought in the Third Crusade, but surprisingly, he helped them when they needed it. There's a story that Saladin might have sent his own doctor to help Richard recover. Another tale says that Saladin sent new horses to King Richard after his horse was killed in battle to keep things fair. Saladin earned King Richard's respect by being humble and fair. After defeating Saladin's army, King Richard was impressed and sought a truce, leading to an important peace agreement. This pact allowed Muslims to control Jerusalem, but ensured safe passage for Christian pilgrimages. The rulers got along well after that. Number 4. Unification of Islamic states. Saladin is recognized for many religious achievements made on behalf of Islam. He is reputed to have engaged in numerous conflicts with the Crusaders. His conquests demonstrate his effective attempts to extend Muslim dominance over several previously Crusader and some non-Crusader ruled regions. His reign brought Islamic control to several locations, including Yemen, Jerusalem, Syria, and Mosul, demonstrating the breadth of his military prowess. He continues to enjoy great esteem among Muslims, Turks, Arabs, and Kurds for his unquestionable role in bringing the various Islamic governments together. Number 5. Dream of courageous young boy. When Saladin was just 14, he started getting ready for a military career. There's a story about a skilled carpenter in Baghdad who crafted a beautiful mimbar from walnut wood. The carpenter, with a lot of dedication, made this remarkable piece. Many religious leaders wanted to buy it for their local mosques, but the carpenter insisted it was meant for Masjid-e-Aqsa. The story spread, and during that time, Jerusalem was controlled by crusaders who had support from the Pope and Europe. The Seljuk Empire had collapsed, and various small Islamic states faced challenges. In Egypt, the Bataniya Fatimid weakened Muslims from within. Claiming Jerusalem seemed like a distant dream for Muslims, but that carpenter kept saying the mimbar was meant for Masjid-e-Aqsa. Saladin, a brave young boy, heard this story and was determined to conquer Jerusalem and place the mimbar where it belonged. Keeping this ambition in mind, he continued the career of his uncle, Asad al-Din Shirkuh, a senior military officer serving under Nur ad-Din, the Emperor of Damascus. Saladin was trained and shaped by Shirkuh to become the capable officer he eventually became. In every conflict, Shirkuh fought beside Saladin. Additionally, he assisted him in winning the Battle of Al-Babain, which is regarded as one of the most notable conflicts in history. He helped Shirkuh overthrow Shawar in Egypt, which eventually resulted in Egypt's downfall and the conquest of the Egyptian kingdom. When Shirkuh passed away a year later, Saladin became the Emperor of Egypt in addition to leading the army. He later claimed the sacred city of Jerusalem to place the mimbar where it belonged. Number 6. Saladin Tithe, a terror tax. The sacred city, Jerusalem, was claimed during the First Crusades in the Battle of Hattin by Saladin. When European authorities heard about this, they quickly organized a new crusade to fight against Saladin. To fund this crusade, English authorities imposed a new tax called the Saladin Tithe. Important religious figures like priests, bishops, and church leaders had to pay 10% of their property income. Those who refused to pay the tax were put in jail. Even though the tax was high and collected a lot of money, it was never used for its intended purpose. King Henry ordered this tax but didn't send a crusade against Saladin's army. Number 7. Saladin, a religious figure and a military leader. Saladin was a religious Muslim who was also a skilled military officer and a voracious learner of many disciplines. It's thought that his passion for religion outweighed his interest in military intelligence. To disseminate the Islamic values he adhered to, numerous religious organizations were founded. To propagate Islam throughout Egypt, he gave the order to build madrasas. Although he was excellent in both politics and combat, Saladin's passion for studying the Quran and religious science overshadowed his interest in these subjects, and he spread Islam much more widely than any other Muslim monarch of antiquity. Number 8. Destruction of the Fatimid Caliphate. Because of his ardent belief in Islam, he worked to disseminate it throughout Egypt and prevent the Ismail Shia Empire from emerging. Saladin was proclaimed the vizier, or chief official, by Fatimid Caliph Al-Adid during his campaign to Egypt. In order to propagate his views throughout Egypt, Saladin subtly began to subvert the Fatimid regime while holding the position of vizier. Following the passing of Caliph Al-Adid, later in 1171, Saladin established himself as the Sultan of Egypt and completely overthrew the Fatimid Caliphate. Number 9. Saladin's love for literature and horses. Saladin studied hard in school. He studied Arabic and Kurdish because he was of Kurdish descent. He was fascinated by the history and biographies of Arab kings and had a passion for Arabic poetry. He learned every copy of the Arabic novel Hamasa by heart. He was one of history's best pupils because in addition to his knowledge of Arab monarchs, he was also passionate about the lineage of Arab horses. Number 10. Saladin allowed freedom. After defeating the Crusaders in Jerusalem, Saladin ordered the foreigners to return home, but he offered an alternative for the numerous Jerusalemites kept captive. Anyone who sought independence could buy it for a few gold pieces. A child's freedom cost 1 penny, a woman 5, and a man 10. Slavery or eternal captivity were the two options for those who could not pay for their freedom. Saladin is revered in Islamic nations and as a role model for all rulers. Humanity may learn from his compassion and charity, which even turned his opponents into his supporters. In Western and Muslim history, Saladin was a golden icon of compassion and empathy. He is the most powerful and greatest Islamic emperor due to his conquests and virtues. From Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy to Sir Walter Scott's The Talisman, many poets and writers have praised him. These masterpieces teach generations how he balanced power and generosity. Saladin's military prowess may be immortalized, but his humanity and chivalry shine through. A monarch so admired by his defeated people has never existed. Saladin is revered by Muslims, Christians, and Jews for his preaching and behavior. His unusual warfare skills may have helped him overcome so many opponents, as he preferred religious study over conflict. He built a good friendship with his opponent after each fight. Despite being a Sunni, he never supported religious wars. He was responsible for hundreds of war losses, yet unlike other emperors and sultans, he preached peace in his own way. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit the subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.